Kesari is a South Asian dessert that's usually made for celebrations. Now this doesn't stop you from having it whenever you want, and I'm going to show you how to make this. Start by melting your ghee. So place your pan on a low to medium flame and add your ghee to the pan. The ghee will melt very quickly, so it's important that the pan is not too hot, otherwise you risk burning it. Once the ghee has fully melted, add your cashew nuts and roast until golden brown. As ghee is essentially butter, it will roast and brown your cashew nuts rather quickly. Use a slaughter spoon and remove all your cashew nuts. It is important to retain as much of the ghee as possible. Then add the raisins and repeat. The raisins will cook even quicker, so literally a minute should be enough to gently fry the raisins or the sultanas and then remove them. You should have some ghee left in the pan. Add your fine semolina or coarse, whichever you decide to use, and gently roast. If you have not that much ghee left in the pan, feel free to add some before you add the semolina. As the semolina is roasting, you can make your sugar syrup. So in a pan, add in water as well as sugar, and then the coloring of your choice if you are using any. You don't have to, and your Kesari will have a nice yellow color nonetheless, but during celebration, Kesari is usually made with a little coloring. So a few drops of the coloring of your choice, I'm going with orange here, should be enough to give your Kesari the color that you want. Bring your sugar to a rolling boil and mix well just to make sure that the color has really mixed and dissolved properly. Then add your syrup to your roasted semolina and mix well. As you're mixing, you will see that the semolina will thicken up very quickly. Keep stirring until you reach the desired consistency. Add more coloring at this point if it has not reached the color that you're after. Once it has thickened up, then add all your toppings, which is the cashew nuts and the sultanas that you have cooked earlier. As you're mixing, you will see that the coloring will come through even more. So mix well and then cover with a lid for about 5 minutes with the flame off to allow the semolina to cook thoroughly. There's a few ways you can have your Kesari. If you are serving this as slices, put your Kesari while it's still warm into a square pan and press firmly with the back of a spoon. As it cools down, it will harden slightly and it will become a lot easier to cut into the shape that you want. However, if you want to serve it warm, which I highly recommend, just spoon a couple of scoops into a bowl and top up with some extra cashews and sultanas. This is a traditional dessert that you would have in a South Asian home, which you can now do yourself. And I hope you enjoyed it. This was my recipe for homemade Kesari.